Good morning to everyone. Yesterday we had discussed about the application of the different properties of the rational number. We had solved an example by using that property, the associativity, commutativity, and the reciprocity. So these are the basic laws to solve some problems, and we had discussed the role of 0 and role of 1, as well as we had discussed the reciprocal of any number or multiplicative inverse and additive inverse, that is called a negative of a number. Now today we will solve the exercise 1.1. Question number 1. Using the appropriate properties, find minus 2 by 3 into 2 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Now here, how can we solve this sum? We know that all signs are combined together: multiplication, addition, subtraction, multiplication. So which process, which operation we can do first? So we know the rule of BODMAS. BODMAS means B stands for bracket, O stands for off, but this thing is out of syllabus, you will learn later. Right now we will do this first. D, that means division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. This is the sequence to solve the problem like this. Which process can we use to solve this? But as per our syllabus, the question is by using certain property. That means we use associativity and commutativity instead of this BODMAS theory. You had learned these four, not these two. So here we have to use associativity property or commutativity property. Right now these two quantities are multiplied. Last two these two and these two both are multiplied. Clear? And here this is added. So first of all, what we can do is any number same in two terms. Here is 2 by 3. No. So let me do the multiplication process first here, and then we will do this multiplication process second. How can we solve this? 3 2s are 6. Here 2 2s are minus 4. 2 2s are minus 4 divided by 3 5s are 15 plus 5 by 2 minus, here is in numerator 1, in denominator 5 2s are 10. Now we should make the denominator equal. How can we solve this? By taking LCM. This is the first method to solve this. By taking LCM, here what should be the LCM? 30. Yes, 30 is the LCM of this number. So here this is the LCM of these three number. How can we find this LCM? You had studied this to find the LCM process. How can we find the LCM? Thirty is the least multiple of 15. 15 to the 30. And 30 is also multiple of 10, as well as 30 is also the multiple of 2. LCM, least common multiple of these three digits, is 30. Hence we are taking the LCM 30. So to convert denominator into 30, we have to multiply here by 2. Here we have to multiply 15. Here we have to multiply 3. Now 4 2s are minus 8. 15 5s are 75. 3 1s are 3. Divided by 30, 30 and 30. Now what is the simplification? Minus 8 minus 3 minus 11. 75 minus 11 divided by 30 gives 64 by 30. Or we can do it by 2. This is 32 by 15. Clear? Now can we do this simplification by using another any process? How can we solve this? Now here we made a mistake, that is here is 3 instead of 2. So let me put here 3. So minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Now here instead of 4 we can solve this. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12, minus 12 minus 3 is minus 15. So the answer is 60. 30 by 60, answer is 2. This is the conventional method. Conventional method, that means you can solve by this method also, but this method is somehow difficult to solve. Now let me use our syllabus method. So here 3 by 5 and 3 by 5 is common in these two last two term. Clear? And we know that the addition is commutative. Here addition is commutative, that means we can change the two terms, like first term is this, second term is this, and third term is this. Is it clear? All terms are separated by addition and subtraction only, not the multiplication and division. We can say a plus 2b plus 3c square plus 5. So there are four terms. Term number 1 is this, term number 2, term number 3 and term number 4. But 3 and c are not the different terms. Clear? So this is the combined term, and the terms are separated by addition as well as by subtraction also. If I place here minus, then this is also the separate term. So here three terms are there. So what we can do, we can, according to commutativity of this, we can interchange, because addition is commutative for rational number according to property. So we can interchange these two positions. Let I put 5 by 2 first, then we will put minus 2 by 3, sorry, plus into minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5, and then minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Is it clear? I can interchange these two terms. Now, how can we solve this? See, in these two terms, 3 by 5 is common. See, 3 by 5 is common. So we can take it common, 5 by 2 as it is, plus, let us take 3 by 5 according to associativity. 3 by 5 is common, hence we are taking it common, and I am writing minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 6. Minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 6. And let me solve this. 5 by 2 plus 3 by 5 by taking the LCM. Here LCM is 6, because 6 is the multiple of 3. So 3 2s are 6. Here we have to multiply by 2 in numerator and denominator. So 2 2s are 4 minus 1 divided by 6. Here the answer is 5 by 2 plus 3 by 5 into minus 5 by 6. Now 5 will be cancelled. 3 2s are 6. So remaining term is 5 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2. Here minus sign is remaining, so the answer is minus 1 by 2. Again 2 is LCM, so 2 by taking common, 5 minus 1 is 4 by 2. The answer is 2. So this is the second method to solve this sum, by using commutativity of the addition. By using commutative property, we can solve this sum. And third thing, which is very easy to solve here, is the third method to solve this. Let I write the same question, minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Now let me simplify by using simple manner. Here 3 and 3 will be cancelled out. In the second term 3 2s are 6. So what is remaining? Here is minus 2 by 5. Minus 2 upon 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 1 upon 5. Sorry, minus 1 upon 5 into 2. So here remaining is 10. Now let me take the LCM. Here the LCM of these three numbers is 10, because 10 ones are 10 is the multiple of 10. Also 10 is multiple of 2 and 5 twos are 10, that means it is also multiple of 5. So the least common multiple of these three number, least common multiple of these three number is 10. So 5 to make denominator equal, we are doing this process. Let me multiply by 2 in numerator and denominator. What we get? 2 2s are minus 4 plus, here to convert denominator 10, we have to multiply by 5 in numerator and denominator. So 5 5s are 25 minus here is 10. Now minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. 25 minus 5 is 20 by 10. Answer is 2. So here there is three methods to solve a single problem. Here we are using some kind of associativity. Here we are using some kind of commutativity, and here we are using the simple manner. So we can solve the problem in many manners, but as per your syllabus we can solve like this way. Now second problem you will do at your home. Now let me move ahead. Question number 2. Write the additive inverse of each of the following. What is additive inverse? What is additive inverse? Question number 2. First sum, additive inverse of 2 by 8. The value that added in the main value results 0. Which value I should add in this that give result 0? Yes, minus 2 by 8. Minus 2 by 8 gives 0. So the additive inverse of 2 by 8 is minus 2 by 8. Here the additive inverse value is minus 2 by 8. Clear? Same way minus 5 by 9. So what is the additive inverse of minus 5 by 9? Of course plus 5 by 9. If we add these two value, result is 0. So the additive inverse is the value that give the addition 0. Now next three sum is in your homework. Question number 3. Verify that minus x, minus of minus x minus of minus x equals to x. We have to verify like this. So what is this? Here x is a number. The negative of that number is minus x. And then we will do again the negative of that number. Negative of that number means additive inverse. The second name of additive inverse is negative of that number. So by doing negative 2 times we get the same number. We had verified in the last lecture by using an example. Here in example, in exercise there is a question. First question is, if x equals to 11 by 15. Let me verify this. What is minus x? Negative of the given number is minus 11 by 15 minus 11 by 15. Clear? Negative of given number is this. And now let me do the negative of the negative number. That means inverse of this number. Inverse of this number is, now forgot this number and see this only. What is the negative of this number? Plus 11 by 15. Now compare these two. The given number and obtained number is same. Hence we can say that x minus and minus x is equals to x. Both result is similar. So we can verify like this way. The second example is minus 13 upon 17. X is equals to minus 13 upon 17. So how can we verify this? The same manner. What is minus x? It is minus of minus 13 by 17. That is minus into minus, that is plus. We had studied in standard 7 basic. So it is 13 by 17 plus 13 upon 17. Now what is the inverse of this number? Inverse or negative of this number is minus 13 by 17. So this number and this number is same. We can compare these two. So minus of minus x is equals to x. Now question number 4, find the multiplicative inverse of the following. We have to find multiplicative inverse. These are the additive inverse, the number which gives result 0. Now we will do the multiplicative inverse of a number. That means we know the multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity is 1. So if we do the multiplication in a way that the result is 1, so that number is called multiplicative inverse of a given number. Example 1, minus 13. First question is minus 13. So what is multiplicative inverse or a reciprocal also? This is called reciprocal. Reciprocal of minus 13 is 1 upon minus 13. Here minus 13 into 1 upon minus 13 results 1. You should remember this thing. We should inverse the given number with sign. If here number is negative, then we have to do the inverse with sign. If I remove this sign, what happen? Minus 13 multiplied by 1 upon 13. What happen here? 13 will be cancelled, but remaining thing is minus 1. So the result is minus 1, but this is not the multiplicative identity. We should know that multiplicative identity is only plus 1. That means we should get result only plus 1. So we have to do the inverse with sign. Clear? Second example is minus 13 by 19. What is multiplicative inverse? Denominators goes in numerator. Here, what is in the denominator of this number? Someone says 0, because nothing is there in the denominator. But here it is wrong. In the multiplication and division, if nothing is there, then we should consider here 1 in the denominator, as well as we can consider 1 in the multiplication also. Clear? Because multiplicative identity is 1. So we can say, we can consider the denominator contains 1. Hence, the inverse of this number is the interchange of place of denominator and numerator. Here, denominator goes in numerator and numerator goes in denominator. So the reciprocal of these two is 1 upon minus 13. Clear? Similarly, minus 13 by 19. So the reciprocal of this number is 19 upon minus 13. 19 upon minus 13. So that gives result 1. So this is the multiplicative inverse. Clear? The rest examples. Okay. Example number 5. Let me take the example. Minus 1 multiplied by minus 2 by 5. Now what is the reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of this number? What is the multiplicative inverse? So here there are two numbers. We can do multiplication early, or we can do the reciprocal of that number. Now we can do the reciprocal of both simultaneously. Why? Because both numbers are in multiplication. So this is a single term. You should remember, this is the single term. So what is the reciprocal of this? 1 upon minus 1 into 2 by 5. Now here 5 is in denominator of these two, will goes in numerator. What happened here? 5 upon minus 1 into 2. That means, again, remember this thing, here is the multiplication sign. So we can write here 5 by 2 into minus 1. So the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is minus 1. And multiplicative inverse of this number is minus of 5 by 2. Now give the answer that what is the multiplicative inverse of 2 plus 5 by 2, 5 by 3, sorry. What is multiplicative inverse of this number? Someone says, here is the inversion of this number, is the inversion of first one and inversion of second one. So here the inversion is 1 by 2 plus 3 by 5. Is it correct? Is it correct? No. Because here is the sign addition. So here is two terms. Term number 1 is separate and term number 2 is also separate. So there are two terms. So we should do the inversion of all terms. Here is only one term, so we can say the inversion of the individual one. But here we cannot do this like this way. So this multiplicative inverse is wrong. Clear? This inversion is wrong. We can do in this manner 1 upon 2 plus 5 upon 3. Then we will take the LCM and then we will do this simplification. That is the inversion, multiplicative inversion. But here we can do it directly. So the solution of question 5 is this. 1 upon minus 1 is minus 1. And here minus 2 upon 5, inversion of that is minus 5 upon 2. Clear? Now last one, the inversion of minus 1 is minus 1. Here you should remember, inversion of minus 1 is not plus 1. You should remember this thing, because the result should be plus 1. So we have to minus 1 multiply by 1 upon minus 1, and this multiplication gives the result plus 1. If we put plus 1 instead of this, then we get result minus 1. That is not the identity inverse. It is not the identity of multiplication. So the result should be minus 1. Clear? So our answer is same number. Reciprocal of the minus 1 is minus 1. Now let we do the last process, question number 5. Name the property under multiplication used in the each following. First is minus 4 upon 5 into 1 is equals to 1 into minus 4 by 5 is equals to minus 4 upon 5. Now which property is used of the multiplication? See here, we are interchanging these positions. See, minus 4 upon 5 into 1 and 1 into minus 4 upon 5, that is commutativity. So we are using the commutativity property. We are using commutativity property at here, and here the result is minus 4 by 5. That means the result is multiplicative identity, because we are multiplying the number with 1 is the same number. That means we are multiplying the number with multiplicative identity. So 1 is multiplicative identity. Clear? So here we are used two laws to write this term. Second equation is minus 13 upon 17 into minus 2 by 7. So is equals to minus 2 by 7 into minus 13 upon 17. That means the same manner, the first and second both number are interchanged. So again we used commutativity law in the second one, because we know that multiplication is commutative for any type of number, for whole number, integer, as well as for rational number. these are the rational numbers. So we can say the given equation is commutative. And the third equation is minus 19 upon 29 multiplied by 29 upon minus 29, 29 upon 19. Now see, what is the reciprocal of minus 19 upon 29? Yes, reciprocal of this number is 29 by 19. So we are using the reciprocal property or multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse property is used. Sixth, multiply 6 by 13 by reciprocal of 7 by 16. How can you multiply? What we have to do? Multiply 6 upon 30 with reciprocal of minus 7 by minus 7 by 16. So 6 upon 13 into reciprocal of minus 7 by 16 is, what is the reciprocal? Yes, minus 16 by 7. Clear? Now what is this multiplication? You remember that the LCM of 13 and 7 is what? 13 sevens are. That is the LCM of these two numbers, right? Here, this is the single term. These both numbers are multiplied. So we cannot take the LCM of these two. We have to multiply by simple manner. So 16 multiplied by 6 upon 13 multiplied by 7. This is the answer. Now we cannot simplify it further, but we can do this multiplication only. (96) multiplied by divided by 91. Next, the last question, let me take. The question number 7, tell what property allows you to compute the given number. 1 upon 3 into 6 into 4 upon 3. Which property allow you to compute? The given is associativity, because the first number is 1 upon 3 into 6 multiplied by 4 by 3. Clear? We have to simplify this as 1 upon 3 into 6 multiplied by 4 by 3. How can we simplify this given number in this format? The associativity. Initially we associate these two numbers, and then now we are associating these two numbers. So we are using the associativity property of this. Clear? So we can use it associative property, because we know that here 3 2s are 6 is very simple, and 4 2s are 8 divided by 3 is your answer. Here we can simplify by 3 or the same also. 3 2s are 6, 2 4s are 8 divided by 3 also. So we are using associative property. Okay. So today we had solved some problems of exercise 1.1 and up to question number 7. This is the question number 7. Next question 8, 9 and 10 we will do in next lecture. So revise that all things and do the same by taking random numbers that will come in your mind and do the practice. Okay. So thank you very much. We will meet tomorrow.